Friends, once again, you are heartily welcome to Jesus Christ 11M channel. Friends, what? Have you ever been so tired at night that you just lie down in bed? You feel sleepy, but your eyes still stare at the ceiling. It's not physical tiredness holding you back. It's a heavy feeling in your heart, like something inside you is broken. All day long, you smile in front of everyone. You work. You reply to messages. You laugh along with others. But deep down, it feels like you're running out of strength to keep yourself together. This kind of tiredness isn't in your body. It's in your soul. And if you ask your heart, at some point, haven't we all wondered, is there anyone out there who's really listening to me? Is there anyone who really gets me? This question often grows in silence, either when everything gets too quiet or way too noisy. And that's exactly when God's love reaches out to us. Not in our perfect smiles, but in our broken, messy struggles. Now just imagine, in the middle of all this restlessness, a soft, gentle voice calling your name. Not scolding you, not setting any conditions. Just a tender call. Come, you're tired, right? Let me share your fatigue. This isn't some distant God trapped in temple idols. This is love is what's right now, super close to your heart. It doesn't expect you to be perfect. It just wants you to be honest. We often think strength means having everything under control. But isn't real strength knowing when to stay silent, when to stop, and when to trust someone else with yourself? When all the noise in the world fades away, another voice rises from deep inside your heart. It's the one that says, "You're not alone. I'm here." This voice even sees the tears you've never let fall in front of anyone. This voice, it doesn't scold or scare. It just speaks. I've always been like this. I am like this. When you're lonely and someone truly feels you from within, that feeling is magical. And that feeling changes everything. In today's world, everyone wants everything fast. Fast internet, fast results, fast supplies. But the soul doesn't grow like that. Prayers don't work on a timer. You must have sincerely prayed for health, for love, for a job, for a path. But when the answer didn't come, maybe you wondered, did I make a mistake? But the truth is, silence doesn't mean absence. And yes, if you are still watching this video, then please give a like and subscribe this channel and set the bell icon on the all so that you get such informative videos first. So let's start now. Delay doesn't mean denial. Every tearful word you whisper behind closed doors has been heard. Jesus never said you'd be free from pain, but he did promise you wouldn't face that pain alone. You're broken. Messy prayers are just as pure to him as any holy scripture. Sometimes just a quiet whisper of "help me" is enough. That's the kind of relationship we have with God. That's the love that stays even when everything's falling apart. So the question is, how do we hear that voice? How do we feel that peace? When we treat sacred words like just when you read not like a book, but like a conversation, it starts to change you from within. Those words don't feel old. They feel alive when you search with your heart. The answers don't come from outside. They come from inside. That voice tells you, you're not alone. Keep going. I'm with you. Jesus' teachings weren't meant to scare us. They were meant to set us free from fear, shame, and societal pretenses. He spoke to those who were broken, ignored by society, and even today, he's still speaking to you. He gives rest to your weariness. We bring light to your confusions. We keep you company in your loneliness. They don't need your long prayers. They just need one truth. If your heart is truly calling out, that voice reaches the sky. So today, pause for a moment in this fast-paced life. Take a second for yourself and make space for that voice that wants to speak to you in peace. This love doesn't want to take anything from you. It just wants to hold you. Even if you break, you're still worthy of that love. And when you open yourself up in that silence, you hear, "I love you. I'm doing it. I'm watching you. I'm working on you right now." Sometimes, when nothing seems to change on the outside, something is definitely changing within. You're learning to wait. You're learning to trust. You're learning to feel that kind of love that never leaves your side. And when that love speaks, even the heaviest burden feels lighter. We have to accept that waiting isn't a punishment. It's a sacred process. When prayers take time to be answered, we don't break. We grow stronger deep down. Sometimes, God, they don't answer because we're not ready to handle the answer yet. Sometimes the delay isn't just about getting a reply. It's about preparing us. True faith shows up when there's no answer, but we still keep trusting. That trust changes us from within. God asks, "Even when you don't understand me, will you still believe?" And when we say yes, that moment transforms our soul. Maybe you're at a point like this right now. You've waited. You've prayed with all your heart. But from above, you can't hear anything. Just remember, God is never late. He doesn't work by the clock, but by the soul. When the time is right, doors open without knocking. And when a door opens peacefully, there's no need to force it. During that time, you don't stop. You shine from within. You become stronger. And on this journey comes a new step, surrender. But this isn't about giving up. It's about honestly saying, "I can't handle everything on my own anymore." You take over. This is a place where true change happens, where you stop trying to control life. You stop trying and just rest in God's will. What Jesus taught about surrender wasn't weakness. It was strength. When he said, "Let your will be done," it wasn't about losing. It was about trust. Because when you live according to God's will, you find a peace that the world can't give. And then you start to change how you see yourself. You don't judge yourself by your failures or what others think. You understand who you really are, a person made, chosen, and accepted in God's love. Jesus was for perfect people. They don't call the perfect. They come to heal the broken. That means your mistakes don't reject you. Your pain doesn't ruin you. In fact, that brokenness can be the beginning of God's work in you. So instead of asking others, "What do people think of me?" ask yourself, "What does God think of me?" And the answer will always be the same. You are chosen, you are forgiven, and you are enough just as you are. When you accept this truth, you stop pretending and start living authentically. Now, instead of asking, "What should I do?" you ask, "God, what do you want me to do? Where are you taking me?" This is what it means to be led by the soul. No magic, no miracles. Just listening to the peace inside before every step. Yes, you'll feel scared, but you won't be alone. When the doors close, you'll realize it's not punishment, it's protection. And when you find yourself lost, know that the guardian is right there. Jesus didn't give religion. He gave a relationship, not rules, but rest. And that's the most beautiful thing about that love. He holds the brokenhearted first. So, in the end, all I want to say, my friend, is that not every question in life has an immediate answer. Asking for something or staying silent isn't a punishment. Sometimes that silence, that waiting, those broken prayers take us deep inside, where real change begins. It's not an easy path, but it's real. And the truth is, you're not alone. Every tear of yours has been seen, every silence heard, and every broken moment is held within a love that never ends. So next time you feel like nothing's going right, just pause for a moment take a deep breath and tell yourself, I'm lost. I'm not done yet. I'm still in the process. This process is shaping you up, making you stronger, turning you into the person you were always meant to be. Remember, God's love isn't some program. It's a deep connection. It's not a compromise, but an invitation. Come, rest when you're tired. If you mess up, get back up again. And when everything feels incomplete, know that this incompleteness is the ground for a new beginning. So let's start living from today with more trust, more honesty, and by listening to that voice that's always saying, this is who I am, and I will never leave you alone. That's it. That's real comfort. This is what a real relationship is. And maybe this is what real life is all about.